Well, ladies and gentlemen, sorry about that short delay there. We had some technical difficulties there. But, we're in.
Yep, we're back on now. Like Jeff said, sorry guys, but we'll get back into the match and give you some information.
Looks like Niels only needs 31 balls here, and which is going to be about 2 racks and I think about 3 balls or so. He sure has played solid on these 10-foots, hasn't he, Sean?
Yeah, he does. I'm actually been watching him and a lot of players on 10-foots just try to pick up a couple things because the angles are slightly different. And this is the angles you need for the cue ball. Like a lot of people were telling me that guy Stuart Petman was playing unorthodox break shots, but maybe that's what you need sometimes on this 10-footer.
Yeah, I think you might be right, Sean.
Well, he's got the 8, and then depending on his angle, he might be able to come back for the other ball, but he's trying to figure out his secondary break right now. Does the 1-6 combo play if he gets up above it?
Looks like it's wired there, Sean.
It's possible. He's got to get around the 2 ball here. A little bit of left English. There you go.
Oh, he's going 3 rails here. Maybe to get. Maybe that's what he's looking at. Maybe that combination. Maybe. Well,
or the
he's
10.
looking at the 2.
Right.
Yeah. Looks like he wants to come out for the 10 to come into the stack there, Sean. Which I think he'll just use middle English here and pop it back out to the middle of the table.
Yep. Now he's got a real good angle. Cue ball should be going into the 5. And I'm not sure if you want to follow this one down or just kind of stun it back up a little bit because the 1's going to come out, the 6 will come down.
Yeah, it looks like maybe it might even push the 13 or the 11. It looks like it is there, even down the table also.
Yeah. I like how he did that. He used a little bit of side spin to actually bump the 3.
Looks like he ain't going to have much of a shot. Looks like the 15 here is the only ball he'd shoot, Sean.
All right. Yeah, like I said earlier when we were commentating, you got to watch trying to stick on balls, and he almost sticked right on top of the 5.
Most definitely, which like you also said, it only gives you one option. That Niels is pretty solid.
Yeah, he is. He just went down and said make the 11, go up and get a shot on the 1 wherever the cue ball lands. Main thing was just make the 11 and not scratch cross side.
Right. I'm curious what he's going to do with the 3 and 8 down here. Looks like it's a little tied up a little bit. Maybe that's what he's doing now here. We'll shoot the 11 in and maybe use top English to hit the back side of the 8 there.
Right. You got to focus on hitting the 8 because if you hit the 3 square, you're going to stick right behind the 8.
A good possibility of him not having a shot if that does happen. So.
This is going to be like a medium stroke because when you hit it, you want to create space. If you hit it soft, I mean, even though the 6 ball's there, it looks like nothing weird can happen, but it can. See how you hit it with some speed. There you go.
Yep, looks like he's pushed it up on the 5 here, but he might have been trying to push it up beside the rack there to have a break ball.
Very true.
Shown. It just actually pushed it straight up the table, pretty close to the 5.
Yep. Now you don't have a break ball. I mean, the 6 could be a break if you can leave it, but you don't have any easy shot besides the 6.
Which he could leave it over on the, from our angle, the left rail there, and hit the 6th in and come up into the stack. But looks like
I'm gonna try to follow above.
Looks like he might be trying to maybe shoot the 3 in, come up, shoot the 8 in the opposite corner, and maybe move the 5 over. But
all right, and leave the cue ball on the rack.
Yeah, that's
It's a tough shot, but
Yeah.
it's his only option with the balls he has.
Now, Sean, like I said, I'm not too familiar. What happens if the cue ball does end up in the rack after
If you can get the break ball out, leave the cue ball in the rack, you'll have ball in hand behind the line.
behind the head string line?
Yes.
Is that correct?
It's a good option, but I'll tell you what, on this 10-foot table, that's going to be like tons of distance. I mean,
that'll be like shooting in New York City somewhere, ain't it?
I got confidence in Niels to make it, but it's got to be at least 20% harder than a 9-foot table.
Exactly. And that's exactly what he done here, Sean.
Yeah. We're going to look at the scoreboard, see what that moves Niels to. That's going to get him real close to the finish line.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's like, what is that, 11 balls maybe?
I
89?
believe so. Looks like he might have, he's got 83.
Hold on, 83?
That's one rack plus 3. And he's probably going to leave himself about a 45-degree angle. Yep, there you go.
That way, he's probably going to draw it right into between the 1 and the 6. Is that correct, Sean?
The main thing here is get your angle set up, and then when you get down, execute the 5-ball shot. Whatever happens with the rack happens. You know, you just got to take what you get.
Just got to make sure you make this ball is your main focus.
Know your English before you get down and execute.
Oh,
shot. Oh.
Boy, them balls didn't come out good at all there. Boy, he's
yeah, that was very weird. I'm not sure how the 1 ball stayed there.
That's amazing as hard as he hit that too, Sean, but looks like it's a...
Maybe he glanced to 6 a little bit more, like you said.
Right,
Hit it flat.
Well, I think him shooting it so hard like that, I think the cue ball made it squirt a little bit more.
True.
As in glancing off the rack instead of actually going into it. But, you know, this might be a big opening for Max right here, Sean.
Of course. Because he's very far-fetched to get a secondary break shot here. I mean, the ball that he's next to, the 15, if he could get back down tables somehow, you get an angle on that for a breakout, it's possible, but you got to get the 3, go up table and get a good angle on this 4 ball to get back down table. And he's going to land on the rail.
He's rolled awful high. Looks like he's going to have to...
he's actually got a good angle here, but he's
he does. He's going to probably come around 3 rails, maybe down where he's looking at right there. It'll be a perfect angle, wouldn't it, Sean?
Yeah, it would, but the speed control from here, you're going about 20 feet.
Yeah, that's a big difference from going from about 9 to 20, ain't it?
Yep, 3 rails, and then you got to land on the correct side of the 15 to get into the rack. This is a little bit of touch of high left. Oh, he missed a 4.
That's what we was talking about, it being a 10-foot table right there.
He got the angle too.
Boy,
so he's
he
gonna
got
leave
dead
Max
perfect, it looked like. Now, looks like he's actually left Max a pretty good shot here to draw back to where he's at, Sean.
Yeah, it does look good.
Yeah. Boy, ladies and gentlemen, you can tell the difference right there. The difference between a 9-foot and a 10-foot right there. It's been getting the best of a lot of people, actually. Looks like Max is going to run into the stack here.
Now here he's got to probably hit this.
Probably with some low right English, Sean?
Yeah, low right or just straight low.
Just to make sure
he's
he gets
following it.
Yeah, make sure he gets the cue ball out of the stack there.
He's got to watch the scratch in the same hole if he follows.
Oh, there it comes. What about no shit? Well, boy, he's
wow. I see what he tried. He tried to follow it 2 rails and out. He's got that 11.
You know, I think I like the low right. That way you hit it and maybe spin out of the stack, like you said. You had a couple balls. That's right, up the table. Yeah.
Now, I mean, even though he has the 11, he's going to hit the 1, but the cue ball might stay down here some, depending on where he's hitting it.
Right, and if he hits too much and hits too thin of the one, he's going to be way up table, probably up there, I would think.
I mean, the correct shot here is to hit the 11 with high left, but that makes the shot that much harder because you got to aim farther out to deflect it in.
Right.
And then make sure you follow through at the same time.
And you hitting another ball, it's hard to judge your speed and control. And
that's what he's going to do. So, because you
uh,
got to get through the one to the rail and then back out towards middle table.
right.
Good shot. See
boy,
how he
that was
glanced
a
at
great
each
shot, yeah. That thing wobbled a little bit, but it fell for him. That was a great shot there.
Now, if he would have hit that any harder than he did, it probably draws up.
Right. Yeah.
You can tell that's from experience, having that shot before.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, shoot it medium. If it goes, it goes. And he took it. Now, if he didn't bump the 8, he would have been perfect. The cue ball was going right to the rail and then back up in the middle.
Yeah, most definitely. Looks like he's got the ball spread out pretty good here, though. If he
get the 14 on the side,
yeah.
you can actually shoot the 1 if you wanted. Didn't go back down, back up, but he'll probably shoot the 14. He's straight in on it. Roll up maybe with an angle.
Rolled up and bumped the 1 there, which
that's good.
Yeah.
I remember, like I said a minute ago, if he bumped the 1, because if he rolled it and lands on top of the 1, now he has a jack-up shot on the 6 and probably couldn't reach it.
Exactly.
So he just bumped them apart, and then now he has options. He has like 2 or 3 shots.
That's right. He needs it. He's about, looks like he's about 40-some balls behind here. So, you know, he's probably looking to try to make a run right here, Sean, I believe.
Yeah, because I believe if he does miss again, the percentages of Niels getting 15 balls is very high.
That's exactly right.
He's going to shoot the 7. I guess he's don't want to shoot the 6. I guess that's his break ball. He's going to bump it anyway.
Bump the 6.
I'm not sure where he played that, but
I can't. The angle we have here on the what is that? The 12 and the 9 maybe, or
13 and 9. No,
right.
It might be the 12.
But I'm just curious if he can shoot the 9 in the lower left-hand corner there.
No, I don't think so. Unfortunately, I can't get the other camera angle up for you guys.
Right.
We had a small issue a minute ago. He's going to shoot the 6 on the side, come around, and maybe play for the 12 on the same side, or the 1 or the 2. Oh, okay, he had a good angle to come back up.
Going to shoot the 8 in the corner, it looks like here, Sean.
And then he can hold for the 9 and bump the 13 ball.
I started to say, you know, you think you might ought to draw into him right now since you got 2 balls to shoot at there.
Unless he can hold it and then play the 9 and bump the 13 out a little bit.
That's what he done.
Well, he got it out.
Good shot that was.
Very good shot.
Even pushed the ball over there for a great break shot. So.
And now he has the 1, 2, or 4 ball up there in a good spot to leave his cue ball for a break.
Right.
These are the kind of outs that you wish you could have every table.
You're right.
Instead of having a ball down on the bottom rail and then having to spin 2 rails up for position.
Exactly. Yeah, this is I believe about any of us could get out from here, I believe.
Came up a little short there.
Yeah, he did. Left himself a little unreasonable angle here, yeah.
I thought he was just going to roll it in and maybe play that. Oh, wait a minute.
What is he doing here?
I guess he sees something else.
I'm trying to figure. I guess he's going to maybe use the 2.
He can use the 2 or the 4.
The 1? Wow.
He could probably use any of them because of the angles, but.
Right. I wouldn't have thought he would have. I thought he would have used that ball, though.
Huh. Wow. 2 balls a very good break because you can hit the top of the rack hard.
Right.
Whoa. Maybe he's using the 1.
Like,
he definitely tricked us here, guys.
Yeah.
See,
without a doubt.
the point was there was like 4 or 5 options, so all he did was use his creative mind for
Maybe
what he's comfortable with.
Exactly, that's what I was going to say. Maybe he's more comfortable, you know, shooting it like this right here.
He chose a pattern before we even knew, so he definitely tricked us that time. But this is a great angle. This is one of the ones where you can hammer it and just cue ball hit the top of the rack, come off, and you're going to have probably 5 or 6 shots.
Right. I know at home when I'm practicing it, I usually just sit the ball out there, but that's the way I break it. I come into the top of the rack, you know, so.
To start the run.
Yeah, right. Because it's, I find it, just for me, it's very difficult for me to break the balls with a break ball, so I just start it as doing that.
Absolutely.
You know. Well, looks like Max is closing the gap here a little bit, or he's trying to. We'll see what happens here as he pockets the one and comes into the rack.
We'll shoot this with high ball. Oh, he glanced aside.
Oh, Lord. Looks like the cue ball is going to be extremely well up the table here.
What are you talking about? The 3 ball's close to that hole.
Well, you talking about a lot of green. That's a lot of green there.
See, if the 3 wasn't there, you would have had a chance shooting a 14 and going into the rack, which is tough.
Yeah, that's looking 10 feet. That's a long ways, a big difference from 9 feet. So
the good thing here is it looks like he has an angle where the cue ball will come over and bump the 9 or the 8. And then that'll leave him the 9, 12, you know, or 12. So if he can hit the 8, it would be perfect.
Right.
There you go.
That's
hit both
exactly
of them.
what he done too, Sean.
Yep.
Great call there.
He was probably happy to go up table and see that the angle was good enough to where all he had to do was pocket the 3, and then he's guaranteed a shot after that.
Well, I bet you he was sweating bullets shooting that long shot there, though.
Of course. He's looking at the 2. And the 2 was a good shot, but it's one of those ones that the cue ball's going to follow down off the 5-7. And then it might get down here around underneath the 9, and then you're in trouble possibly.
Right. I believe, you know, I'd wait and maybe try to get a little better angle on it. What you think, Sean?
Yeah, the combo looks good. I would shoot the 9, play the 8-12 combo, follow over to the rail, and then try to shoot the 2.
Right.
But say you don't get a good angle, it looks like the 6 is possible in the side pocket also.
Or, you know, maybe I think he's looking at here shooting a combination in and go ahead and rolling up the table here.
He could do that because he could shoot the 14
it looks like he
or
got
11.
on the right side of the 8 here, you know, just to roll it in. So we'll see what he likes to do here.
There you go.
Yeah, I think that's a lot better angle, ain't it? So,
now the 8's right in front of the hole. So
yeah, so I mean,
you'd have to get a real bad roll not to get a shot on 8.
Well, and you know too, he's coming up into the rack here, so you know that 8 ball is insurance. So.
Oh.
Wow, they didn't. You
That's
know, Sean, I was shooting earlier, and I noticed they kept the balls polished so well and clean. You know, I think the balls were skidding into each other when you.
They might do that, yeah.
You know, when they're coming into them so hard like that.
Especially when you hit them full in the face.
Exactly, and I think it's maybe why they're not spreading out as well as what they think.
Now this could be, this actually cost them a little bit here because the 15 went up and blocked the 14 for an open shot if he got to middle table.
Yeah, and looks like he might be straight in on the 8 here.
Could he shoot the 4 now? How straight is he on the 4? That would break him out perfect if he could do that.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a tough shot.
Yeah.
But he went up to get the 14 ball.
Yeah. Made a good shot.
He could actually, I like this angle. If you shoot the 10, play the 6. If you stop there, come down, you got the 14 ball, and then you can get right into the rack.
Oh yeah, once you just slide down the table there a little bit.
Yep, that's what he's doing. 14 ball is the only feasible one to get the cue ball to go into the. Oh, he's not doing it.
I don't understand what he's done here. It don't look like he's got no shot down table. Looks like he might have to shoot the 6 here, Sean. Unless there's a. Unless he sees something I don't.
The 14 ball goes. Did he get far enough?
I guess he did.
No, he's eyeing up the 11 ball.
Sure enough.
He tried to break him out, didn't get enough. That's the tricky thing about straight pool. You can be aiming to hit a ball full to get your breakout, and all you gotta do is glance it a little bit, and it changes everything.
Changes the diameters of the game. Once
of course.
You don't hit that ball exactly where you need to hit.
If you would have hit it that way, they all spread out, and then you can create your run out. But now you got to create 2 more breakouts, speed control, a break shot. You know, that's where all the disciplines come into play.
Yeah, right.
I think you overhit this one.
Yeah, looks like he's hit this a little firm, Sean. Trying to anticipate that.
Wow.
15 foot, he just turned that cue ball loose on there. Well, you know,
this is a steep angle here.
Well, I just don't see how he's going to cut this ball in from here, Sean.
Well, it's possible, but it's one of those scary ones where you're guaranteed to break the 4-5-12 out.
Well, you know, I'm thinking if he does, it might go through the 2 there, maybe even scratch.
It's possible.
Because he's
and this is similar to the ball that he hung up earlier in the rack. Hit that one.
Wow.
Good shot.
What a great shot that was.
And the funny thing is, look at them, both 4 balls double up.
Leaves him no shot.
Unbelievable.
That is, you know, but that's his game.
Yeah, that's the nature of billiards.
That's right. Things like this happen. But this is where, you know, this makes you a stronger player right here, you know.
Because you remember that and then just change it slightly the next time that kind of shot comes up. He might have to shoot the 4 ball here. Is he going to play this combo?
I tell you what, boy, he's in a tough spot, I think, right here,
God.
Sean.
I got to shoot the 4 because the 2 combos I don't like.
Yeah, that's, well, you got to feel more comfortable shooting that 1 ball than you do 2, right?
Because then you can come back towards where you're at, and then the odds of getting a shot are better.
Maybe even get down below them. If you get down here, you know, maybe between them or something, you got, you can shoot any of them, I guess. But
this must be pretty straight for him to be trying this.
I don't know about this combo.
Wow. He's going for it. Now, I'd be a little bit more comfortable if the 12 ball was closer to the hole.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, I knew I didn't like the combos.
That's what we was talking about, ladies and gentlemen. That's tough action right there.
Now he leaves Niels 4 balls this rack if he can get them, and then to a break ball, and then he would need, let me see, he needs 15, 4, he would need 11 if he can get into the next rack. The only thing I see for a break, I can't tell if the 15's in the rack. It's very, very close. I do believe it is. He's looking at the 4 balls to break.
Looks like the 5's sitting a little bit too low down here.
Yeah.
So, unless he can get the angle where he can come off the rail, maybe into the rack, I don't know. But
there's a pretty good shots if he can leave it.
I think that's what he's looking at now, I believe.
Probably go sacrifice and just try to get an angle on the 4 because the other stripe up there leaves a good option to play off of it for position.
Right. You know, I think you might be right there.
Well, Just gonna take what the table gave him and work with it.
Now this is where it's decision time. You know, he's looking at. He's possibly got 2 balls here he can use for a break shot. But
the thing that's tough about where the 4 is, you really almost got to land pretty straight on it, but then force follow to get down to the rack.
And looks like that's what he's going to do here. So
I landed perfect.
About perfect, yeah. He's just going to roll up and probably just straight middle English here and leave himself a good angle on the 2 ball there. Is that what it is, or the 4 shown?
I think it's the 4, yep. And he's good.
Yeah, looks like
now from the angle I see here,
you know, see what happens here, Sean, if say he cuts this ball in and hits like right in the top of the rack. You think the cue ball could get stuck there into the rack, or?
At a slow speed maybe, but if you're hitting a medium or more, the odds of it sticking
in there, or,
you know, for it not to stick.
Right, right.
These are the ones that, like, you don't want to hit hard because if you catch the point, it can draw. So this is probably going to be like a medium stroke. Aim for the top, like you're saying. If you hit either one of them, they're going to disperse a little bit and the cue ball is going to come off.
Right. If you hit them at any angle at all, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
No, so. Got to aim for the top, though, because if you hit either side of the rack, the scratch is possible.
You know, I was getting ready to say, if he does so happen to miss that head ball, you know, and hit the side, could it scratch? So.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, he did, but
he barely nipped the top ball, though.
Wow.
You see what happened there.
Yeah. But looks like
and now it's tough from here.
Looks like he might capture his 11 right here, shown pretty quick.
Yeah, if he can. Well, he's got the 9. That's not an easy shot. Now he's got to use inside to get down.
Just to get across the table below.
To get the 10 ball.
Right. Boy, if he does get down there, though.
Oh, yeah. If he gets there and gets a good angle to go into the rack, it's pretty much over.
Well, I think Max will be thinking about that combination a little bit. I think he's probably thinking he should have cut the ball up the table, you know.
I like that option better. I mean, it might have been laying pretty straight, but because of the distance that the 12 had to go after the combo.
Exactly.
It's so precise of a shot. He missed
that
big
look at Niels.
time.
Boy, he really missed that. It looked like he missed that by a diamond, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm saying he had a lot of distance, cut shot with the inside and the pressure of, you know what, I only need about 8 balls.
Yeah, looks like he's going to take Max has elected to take a break here, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm sure that me at my point, before I missed that, I would have been a little upset that I didn't hit the top of the rack good.
Right.
Because if you hit that good with medium, I
said,
them
balls are really spread out there, right?
He glanced it and ended up with a real tough shot.
Yeah. But looked like he shot that shot awful quick, didn't he, Sean?
He did. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was thinking he shouldn't be there.
Right, exactly.
And now, and we all do it. I mean, I know some of us don't do it as much as others at the professional level. We just choose not to let that memory of the last shot completely out of our mind before we shoot the next one.
Right. Try to forget about it.
And it just blogs us. Blogs our mind up sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm definitely accused of it.
Me and you both. I do the same thing.
I mean, I actually idolize like Ralph Souquet and stuff because it seems like when he's sitting in at the chair, he's not thinking about anything, which he probably is, but he just don't show his emotions as much.
He's got great emotions.
It's just amazing.
It is amazing.
I'm sure that's where Niels got plenty of his too from, the European contingent.
So,
wow, this could change everything.
Oh, Lord. Looks like Max needing 40 balls here. Might have left him a little bit of hope.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to take a bathroom break since they are, and I'll be right back.
And
if you want to take one when I come
think
back.
I'll do the same.
All right. Looks like we timed it perfect, Jeff.
Yeah. Looks like,
I gave Max a little tap on the back on the way in. I don't even think if he knows we're commentating. I didn't tell him, but I said, "Hey, Max."
Yeah, you know, he's very capable of making a comeback here, Sean. Making this a great match here. Semi-finals, that is, I believe.
Yep.
I'm not sure who's in the other semi.
I think it's Stuart Petman and Dennis O'Cullo. And I believe that was last night. I think Dennis won. Don't quote me on it, but I remember hearing somebody talking about it. So he's thinking about the 10 ball, but being on the rail and that ball near the hole, it could be like a half a pocket.
Right.
Which is tough. And if you bump the 8 and then land on the 5, you got to play a combo.
You know, I think I might try to play in this next year, Sean. Just
straight pull challenge.
Yeah, just you know, give me a year to work on it a little bit and mess around with it and test my skills.
Stick right
here.
On the top of the back.
Wow. He might have the deuce here though. It might slide by there. Not. I'm trying to see. Right. I don't think I got the right angle really to.
These are when you hope and pray for a dead ball.
Yeah. But looks like the deuce might go in the corner there, maybe.
It's possible. I'm pretty sure it's extreme cut.
Looks like he don't really have.
He's looking at a
kick shot, maybe here.
A kick carom combo, something like that. He's looking at.
Boy.
I mean, or he can just play a safety.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why they, you know, when they're putting themselves in this kind of bind, that they ain't playing safe any.
Right.
Looks like they're trying to come up with, you know, some shot out of the ordinary, which I can sort of understand that, but.
Well, if he can hit the. Ouch. Yeah, maybe the safety is tough because the 2 ball's guaranteed to hit the 3 if you hit it straight. And if you can't get the cue ball back underneath the 12, you can leave the cut on the 2.
You know, maybe he's shooting this here. Gonna leave him in the stack here, I think. Shooting a 2 into the 3.
There you go. See how he got it back behind it. If he would have left it where it was, he would have left him a shot on the 3.
Yeah. Which,
now Niels has got to. This is tough here.
Yeah, because if you notice, he's got balls scattered out down here, so this is going to be sort of tough for Niels to even try to play safe here.
Right.
I think he's looking at the balls in the stack, maybe trying to weave him in there some sort of way.
He's just going to take a foul.
No?
He went for a shot.
Well, look at this. He might have left him a shot on the 10 here, I believe, or the 12.
Wow. Maybe
Looks
a bank.
Like he's got a little bit of an angle here.
That's a pretty good shot if you left him behind the 6. The cut in the side would be really tough. I'm sure he has it, but that's a tough shot.
That's what he's looking at here.
Plus, he could be half jacked up over the 1.
Right.
Mm.
Hard to say here. I don't know what he
might have to give in and go for the bank cross side.
Well, you know, Sean, I think he would be thinking about coming up with something here with all these balls spread out.
Yeah, there is no easy safety now.
Right. You know, maybe cut the 12 over on the 2 and leave the cue ball at the table, maybe.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a good shot if he could double it up.
Just you know, maybe hope that Neil might miss something, you know.
That's actually not a bad shot. Very touchy, but it's possible.
I mean, you got to think that is 10 feet, not 9. I mean, I don't know what he's actually looking at here. So.
He's going to go for the cut in the side. He's looking at it.
I think that's actually a decent shot. You know, the key ball's going. If he cuts it in, it's going to come over here. He's almost destined for a shot, I think, if he makes this ball here.
Well, it might run into the 7 or go off the rail, hit the 7 or 3 coming off the rail. And then, you know, you could have the 5, you could have the 3, you could have the 2 up in the corner. Main thing is here is just finding your angle and trusting it. How'd he hit it? Oh,
He overcut it. Well,
it's a very tough shot.
Yeah. Looks like
Niels is good.
yeah, there's enough balls on there on the table here for Niels to get out.
Yeah, needs 10 from the scorecard.
Well, I know Max is not real happy right now.
No, of course not. He's trying to find a breakout because even though the 2 goes by the 7, they're not really good breakouts. If he can roll this ball in and shoot the 5 and get a breakout, you got the 12 on the side as insurance.
Right. Yeah, because he does need 10 balls here, so he's going to have to break those clusters up right there.
That's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to play the 7, leave an angle.
Yeah, looks like he might be having to use the bridge here, though.
I would think so. This is when you need like a 60-inch cue.
Yeah.
I can't even remember. What's the normal size of a cue? Inch-wise.
Ain't it, what is it, 52 or something like that, right? Is that right, or 48?
I'm not really sure. Can't be 60. It's not 5 foot.
No,
it's not 60.
No. But it's got to be around 48, I think.
Okay, yeah.
Because I'm about 5'11", and I think it comes up to about my chin or so. So
okay.
It's got to be somewhere in there, I think. Maybe 54, maybe, you know, I don't know.
Whoa, we left a steep angle here.
You do leave yourself a little bit of a tough angle. With the only option of shooting a 5, is that right,
Wow.
Sean?
Yeah. He kind of jabbed the bridge stroke. I mean, I know he didn't want to roll down and get 2 straight, so maybe he just... This is not simple. Because you got to get enough English to get to the 11. You can't bump the 3 because then you could land in the rack behind the 11. I mean, you can bump the 3, but then you would have to break them out and shoot the 12 next. But
right.
If he can hit the 11 ball, these balls break out real nice for him. There you go.
Exactly what he done there. Yeah.
Perfect.
It comes from the experience of playing StraightPool, right, Sean? I wouldn't have never seen that.
And you see that he hit it at a soft speed, because if he would have hit it hard and say you glance the edge at 11, you go all the way up table.
Right, right.
So you hit it medium.
That way the English had time to grab, is that?
Right on the bottom rail.
Right, right.
Well, I'm going to predict he's out from here. He's just going to figure out, you don't want to bump too many more balls. Just get the 10 he needs.
Looks like Niels might be moving on into the finals here.
Yeah.
Looks like he ain't taking no chances. He's keeping that cue ball out away from them balls there.
Yep. Shoot the 10, come down, get an angle on the 15. And if you want, you can bump up into the 11.
Right.
And that should be it. After he bumps the 11, have the 3 or the 8. This is going to be another like soft medium hit. Just enough to separate them.
He's just going to ease up into them balls. Is that correct, Sean?
Yep, just soft stun shot. There you go.
Make sure he leaves us. Oh, he ain't got... Has he got hooked here?
Wow.
He must have... Oh, dear.
Well, if you see, he kind of glanced to the side at 11. I mean, it's unfortunate he got frozen.
And you know, this might be the only ball he needs here, Sean.
I hope not. Wow.
I know it's going to be awful close. Oh, he's got to be just absolutely sick right now. Oh, this is tough, jacked up.
Unbelievable. You don't have the 3 ball?
Yeah, I guess he looks like he might be sitting on the back side of it some.
Wow.
I guess.
Now he's got to get the bridge, roll it in.
Oh dear.
Huh. See, the thing is, he was trying to just secure the 3.
That's his.
And from what I saw from it, maybe he hit the spot or the English a little bit because he let up on the straight.
Right.
Maybe it was the correct shot to just blast him because you had the 3 or the 8.
Right. I believe you. You know, I would have went into him a little bit harder. You know, he rolled a little too soft into him, I thought.
Because that would have pushed the stack more towards the middle of the table.
Right. Exactly. And now he's in.
And if this is that close, I think you have to get the bridge and cut the 8 in, don't you?
Well.
Actually, you can't because you're jacked up by 3 balls.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's. I guess this is any ball foul. So,
he's banking it.
You know, I was sort of looking at that.
This is a 1-pocket shot.
Oh, and he missed it. You know, he has got to be just absolutely. We'll see how close he was right here, ladies and gentlemen. That was amazing right there.
Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 6 balls left. I'm not sure if Max had any balls this rack. Wow. Because if Max don't have any balls, he only needed 1 ball.
That's exactly what I was saying. Look at this.
Unbelievable.
Look, no.
Oh,
90 said he needed 3, but still yet, Sean, you know, with. Well, this is a big opening for Max right here.
This could be a nightmare for Niels.
Oh, dear. If Max comes back and beats him right here, how heartbreaking will that be?
I don't know. It'd take a couple hours to get over it.
I mean, just thinking, you know, 1/4 inch right there might have costed him the match.
Yep. That's what I keep saying, because I see it a lot at home when I'll just go in the balls randomly, and you know I'll have a shot.
Right.
And then I freeze on one, and there's like 8 shots open, but I can't see anything. And I go, well, that's what you get for taking the chance.
Yeah, that's right.
It hurts to say that, but it is what it is. That's one of the best sayings.
Yeah.
See here, he's looking the 6. If he can leave it, the 6 is a great break ball, because you can just ram it into the corner, hit the back of the rack. But he's worried about where to make the 8 ball if he was to try to leave the 6.
Looks like if he does leave the 6 here, he's going to have to figure out a way to go ahead and get that 3 out of the way to shoot the 8 in the corner, correct? Which he might pocket the 13 right here and just roll down to the bottom rail.
The only other thing you just looked at was if you get real deep underneath the 3, you get an extreme cut in the corner, you can get into the corner of the bottom of the rack too.
Right.
The position's tougher to get there, but what if he has a good angle? Can he follow and hit the back of the 3 up towards the rack?
Yeah, that might be. Looks like he was using high left-hand English.
Yeah.
Or was going to.
Oh.
Yes. I didn't really understand that there, Sean. Why would you run into a ball?
I'm not sure. Maybe you're trying to bump it down to the bottom rail so it goes past the 3.
Maybe I guess he's going to use the 8 or the 3 for a breakout shot here.
Yeah, he's going to have to use the 3 now.
Right. He'll just leave the cue ball there on the bottom rail and just come in up to the back of the rack. Is that correct?
He can even use the 8, depending on what angle he wants to leave himself. Because now he really can't hold over here to get straight on the 8 because of the 3 ball's in the way.
Right.
So funny how it looked easy when Niels missed, but now it's difficult.
Yeah. Well, don't you know Niels is over there just thinking about that. Just, I mean, you know, it could have even been just a thing of millimeters there.
Oh,
he
absolutely.
Was hooked, you know.
Freezing on the ball like that. And where he left him for the bank, it was kind of that double kiss area.
Yeah. Well, it seems like Max has got opportunity here.
Wow, he's going to have to hit this ball hard.
Oh. You know, there's a great chance he could come straight up into it and just stick into the back of the rack.
Absolutely.
Right, Sean?
You're going to have to hit this with either stun inside or hard, like I said, with high left. So when it hits the rack, it kind of tries to force through it a little bit.
Right. That way the cue ball gets out away from the balls, correct? Yeah.
Yeah, because if you hit the back of the rack in the middle,
right. I know I don't like this. You got 5 balls you could just slam straight up into right here. So
he's going to be aiming for the 2 or the corner ball, the 12.
Well, looks like Max needs 34.
Looks like he's using middle left. He's going to stun it up into. Good shot. He hit the corner ball dead on.
Yeah. Well, he's the 13 went up there. You know, he's got the 6 and the
12 ball.
12 ball, I believe.
Yep.
You know, to where he can break the rest of it out.
This is where I always like to take a little quick look at the rack because see how the 4-5 is lined up?
Right.
Sometimes they land almost perfect where you can't miss it, so you can actually shoot the 12 into the rack.
Right.
I don't think it's on right now.
Right.
But sometimes it is. So for players out there that are just getting into straight pool, just take a quick look at it because if it is dead, all you got to do is smash into it and all the balls are open.
Then you're off to the races from there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So looks like he's going to go up to table 1 rail and come back down. Possibly, I guess, the angle for the 6. I suppose it being the closest one to the rack. Well, he just slow rolled it in here, Sean, and he's going to take the long shot.
Wow.
Well, this has got to be some heat right here now.
I'm pretty sure he went farther than he was expecting because he almost overcut the ball.
You know, I believe I would have went up and come back down the table. That way you're sort of coming towards it.
Yeah,
correct?
yeah, because if you overroll it, you got to angle on the 12.
Right. I mean,
I don't know if I can shoot the 6 from here. This is tough. Shoot the 12, draw back, try to get a better angle.
yeah, I know it. I mean, knowing Niels only needs 3 balls, I mean, this is really puts Max under the gun here.
This is very tough to control the speed on the draw. So
Well, he didn't draw it back enough either.
That's a lot of distance to judge to come back about 3 foot.
Yeah. Well, I guess.
I think he's gonna have to just play it, and play a safety.
Maybe it looks like the 4 ball might go by. He was looking at it.
It could be possible.
Right, or maybe he might even be looking to play safe. You know, maybe leaving him in the stack there. Sean.
Okay, if he gets lucky, Niels might take a couple fouls and then need 5 balls instead of 3.
Right.
And then if you can get lucky enough to win the safety battle, he's going for the breakout. He's going to try to bend the cue ball.
Oh, he missed it. What's this?
Well, now you can he might
looks like he'll definitely be playing safe from here, Sean, I believe. Don't look like Actually, he's on the wrong side of the rack for any of the balls to be dead. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. I'm guessing the combo's not on because when he was up there up table, if he could have hit the 9 into the 5, and the 5 glances the 8 makes the 4.
Right.
Those are the kind of ones that they need to be very, very close in order to shoot them. Now, if the combo's not on, you can just nip the 9 here and send Niels up table by the corner pocket and then challenge him to do something from there.
Right. I mean, either way, he'll be surrendering a shot up to Niels here. So it's like he might be glancing one of those back balls there, Sean, coming back into the stack. Well, he ain't gonna leave him in the stack.
I think I would have sent him up table. Because now Niels can do that. He can nip a ball and send him up table.
Right.
He's looking at the combo.
Well, you know, he knows he only needs 3. Max is still a ways off, needing 30 balls here. So,
Well, you don't want to make a mistake because even though...
Well, I believe I'd just be patient and play safe, you know, from here.
Yeah, because 30 balls is just over 2 racks. That's very feasible for Max to do. Even though they've both been struggling a little bit. But at any time, somebody could, run 2 racks.
You know, I think it could only take 1 shot just to free one of them up, you know. So.
And it seems like if I was in a match right now, if I could just get myself a mediocre break shot, since they both haven't had too many of them.
Right.
If you get through 1 rack and then get yourself a good break, that break shot's going in.
Oh, yeah.
You're just going to hit it.
Right.
He's looking to leave him up table, but he's checking to make sure that 9-5 billiard's not on, because if it's very close, Max will give it a shot up table. Nip to 11.
That's what, yeah. Probably going to try to leave him froze on the rail, where I'm sure real close anyway.
Yep.
Hit that a little firm. Left him further off the rail than what I thought he would, but
he's looking at it.
He sure is. What a great shot that would be, you know, if that ball is dead there.
See, sometimes you just got to figure out you can actually throw the ball slightly, and you either choose middle right or middle left, depending on which way you have to throw the ball.
Right.
It's actually hard to judge when you have like a 3-ball combo, a 4-ball combo, because every other ball is going to change to English opposite.
Right,
and
right.
It's kind of like a...
Every time one of them hits the other one,
right.
Correct.
It's kind of like a chain reaction.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. He's looking at the 11-14 combo. I think here you're just supposed to shoot the 4, bank it out 2 rails, have the cue ball 1 rail back behind the back of the rack.
Right. Yeah, looks like a pretty good idea there, Sean.
Because then actually, if you do that, it could leave open the 5-9, 5 billiard off the 8 straight in the hole.
Right.
If you can get back up table.
I don't know what he's looking at, shooting this 11 into the stack here.
What?
Well, it looks like, from the angle we have, looks like if he does do that, all the balls are coming straight to the rail. Nothing's what could actually push, you know,
sure.
over.
That 4's got to be really close because I'm sure he's debating it
Right.
right now.
Well, you know, he might be looking at the do or die situation here too, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
That's a hard decision and debate.
Especially playing at this level here. So these guys sure make you pay for it.
It would be a little bit easier if Niels needed like 60 balls.
That's right. That's right. Well,
I'm
here
not
we
sure
go.
what he called. He's either shooting the combo or safety. We'll see. Oh, it's dead end.
Wow.
I knew it had a chance.
What a marvelous shot.
Good shot.
You know, that shot right there might have changed everything. He might
Oh, yeah.
run 30 and out on him very easily here, Sean.
Well, that makes sense why Max didn't put him up table. Because if it was that close, he knows Niels might have shot it.
Right.
Seems
Well,
like
yeah,
the strategy
that,
worked out.
That right there just might open the floodgates for Mr. Eberle here.
Man, that would be amazing if he came back after that Niels getting frozen on that ball. I mean, I know they say it all the time. You never know what's about to happen.
That's so true. This pool, you really don't know, but
Yep.
it's a game of, I mean, just very little. You know, that's the best way I can know how to explain it, I guess.
I mean, it's also a game of like momentum shifts. Sometimes the momentum shifts to your opponent, and it's so hard to grab the momentum back because depending on the rolls, or your opponent plays real good on
Right.
you, and if you can't get that momentum back, it just seems like the match just leaves.
Right. These,
Now, can he land on the 1 here and get that out of the way?
yeah, that's what I'm looking at. You know, it seems like it's about the only problem ball I see here this game.
He's going to shoot this and try to break him out. He's got to watch tying the 1 ball up with the 15.
Oh. Well,
He's
looks
okay.
like it got,
It almost happened, but he's okay.
yeah. I'm kind of curious. I guess he's going to use the 11 for a break shot.
Nah, the 8 ball's out of the rack.
Is it out?
Yeah. It looks like it.
But you know, I don't like using that ball down there just because
Behind the
you
rack.
got that, yeah. It seems like it's so much more difficult to get the cue ball out of the rack.
It is.
Know.
It is. You can't hit it easy.
Right.
You have to hit it with some speed to get out.
Right.
Yep. They have been saying it seems like the behind the rack's a little bit better on this 10-footer because there's more room from the back of the rack to the back rail, so the odds of scratching are, better for us.
Right.
But also
Gives less chance for it to scratch.
But also the angle for the shot is tougher. So
Right.
it's different variables you have to take into play. He's going to shoot a combo. Like I said, when he shot that ball on the side, I knew something was going to tie up with the 115.
Yeah.
Now he might be trying to bump the 7 off the rail a little bit too at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, 1 ball.
Oh, boy.
Nope, it got in the rack.
Did it get into the rack?
Yeah, but the 8
it
ball's
looks like
good.
it's right on the edge, yeah. But,
This is going to make this match very interesting.
very much so, Sean. You know, like I say, that one shot right there might have changed everything. You know, and actually 2 shots from Niels, you know, getting hooked like he did earlier.
Yep.
Only needing 3 balls, so.
Seems like I came up a little short on this. He would have liked to be down a little bit farther where he could just follow 2 rails for the 1.
Right.
But now he's got to make sure he misses the 8 ball. He could still follow 2 rails or 1, but going 1, you're going to be close to the 8. Oh, he's okay.
Pretty smooth stroke there. Might have got a little straight in here, though. He's looking at where he needs to be here.
Yep.
You know, I sort of found it also, you know, if you do have a ball, you're using a ball below the rack like this, the thinner you can cut it,
Oh,
the harder
absolutely.
you hit it, the better your odds is of maybe getting out of that stack, you know.
Because the thinner you hit it, the momentum allows the cue ball to get through the rack.
Exactly, you know.
That's what he was probably playing for, but he didn't have the angle.
Right.
See there, I might even with that angle, I might have went to the rail and back off a little
Back
bit
up.
to be below it, like you're saying.
Right. Well, he only needs, looks like about a rack and a half here, ladies and gentlemen. This is very much, I think, really turned into a great match here.
Yeah, it did. It looked like Niels was, catching some fire there in the middle. He was up by, I believe, 50, 60 balls.
Yeah.
Made one mistake on the ball in the corner he tried to cut. And then Max got about 20 balls. And then unfortunately that last ball where he froze on top of it to get out. And if it wasn't for the 3 balls that were jacked up, I'm sure he would have got the bridge.
Right.
And cut
Boy,
it at
that
8
made
ball,
it
I
real
believe.
difficult, you know, having 3 balls to shoot over. You know, I believe actually he did shoot the right shot by trying to cross bank to 3. But it looked like he was a little agitated, you know, that he got hooked like he did.
Absolutely.
So, you know, he...
See, now Max has got 2 options here. You can try to power this and follow it 3 rails around, or you can just hit it medium with high right, try to glance and come back up.
Just right.
The good thing about that is that you got to make sure you get the right on it, or you're going to come straight back across where you're at.
Right.
There he goes. You want to run
There
up?
you go.
Oh, no, right back into the rack. He
Oh,
got
he
the 4 ball?
might be straight in on the 4 here. If so, this could
can't
be
tell if it
pretty
goes past the
interesting
1.
right here, Sean.
Yeah. If he gets out this rack, we'll have both players within 5 balls. Or, no, Max will need 6.
6, yeah. Still, what a great semifinal match here we got going between these two. And, you know, just the way Max has clawed himself back into this match here is just unbelievable.
Yep, he's taken the advantage of the, I would say, a simple mistake by, unfortunate simple mistake by Niels.
Right, I most agree with you there, Sean.
And trying to take advantage of his opportunity.
But, you know, since they've moved all this to the 10-foot table, people might be thinking a little differently, you know.
Oh, yeah, it changes everything.
So, pretty interesting. You know, we're getting to see 2 great players like this shoot as much as they have.
They make
playing
it.
this.
Oh, got it.
Playing this straight pool here.
Yeah, of course.
You know. Well, looks like he was straight in on that ball there, Sean. He could very well, most definitely get out here, I believe.
Got the 11. Stop it, play the 6. Might even be able to play the 9 ball next. And then he can bump out the 10 and they'll all be open.
Looks like the 9 goes in the corner there. I guess that's what he's looking at.
Yeah, and the 10 ball go to the bottom rail. You just bring the cue ball back off a little bit. Good shot.
Oh man, this might spell trouble for Mr. Feijen here.
Yeah, because if he can leave the 6 or the 5, they're both good break shots. And you have the 7, the 2 balls up by the side as your key balls. You leave those and you're going to have a simple pattern to get to your break shot.
Right.
I'm gonna have to learn that shot. I like how they're bumping the ball off the rail a little bit to make it another break shot option.
Right. You know, I think it helps to have a couple balls on each side of the rack to give yourself an option, you know, when you come up to the break shot.
Yeah, because that's when whatever our creative nature is, we're going to have more options to do what we like to do.
Exactly.
Instead of what the table says we have to do.
Right, right.
We're just going to shoot the 13.
Maybe draw up for the 1 or the 3 there in the middle of the table, maybe.
Probably. You might want to get the 10 ball out of the way next.
Yeah.
Because that's, like you were saying earlier, you want to get balls off the rail as soon as possible and balls underneath your break shots.
Boy, he knows he's right here in the heat of the moment right now, too, Sean, making this comeback after that fatal mistake Neil made just a couple racks ago.
I'm sure he's feeling very grateful to be at the table and then just doing what he has to do for now.
Yeah. Looking at getting a win here, that's for sure. He's definitely in control now.
Yep, he's got the 2. Stop it right there. Should play the 1 or the 3 inside next. I keep forgetting this is a 10-foot table. I'm like, why is he getting a bridge?
That's right. Sort of looks like a 9-foot on our monitor anyway, so.
I might have to get myself a new gadget if I start playing on 10-foot tables. Get like a double high, triple high bridge or something.
Yeah. I would think, you know, I grew up on some snooker tables around my house and stuff, and you know, sometimes you got to use the bridge plus the extension on your cue just to reach,
Absolutely.
you know, the length of the table.
I was saying that earlier this week, that guy Stuart Petman, I don't know too much about him, but I heard his background is in snooker. So he's obviously playing on a 12-foot or a 10-foot snooker table almost all the time. So his comfort zone compared to the other Americans here, the Filipinos and stuff like that, was just that much higher for his pocketing the balls. So even though he didn't know all the good patterns for StraightPool, he understood what speed and what English he needed to hit the balls on this side of the table. So, and it worked out great for him.
Right. Well, you know, if Max gets out here, it makes it 97 to 94.
Yeah. I mean, I got a good feeling if he gets good on a break ball, Max will probably finish it off.
Oh, boy. I bet you he was sweating that a little bit. That ball looked like it hit a little high on the rail there. Oh.
Man, I understand why he did. He went down to get the 1 ball on the side, but man, he's probably feeling the heat a little bit.
Yeah. It's pretty interesting watching these two guys here, you know, getting down to the end. The things that's happened here already, so. I think, I believe they are playing for what, $10,000, I believe it is, Sean?
No, I think that was the Bigfoot challenge. I think first in the StraightPool is 2,500, I believe.
Right.
This match is probably worth a couple hundred, maybe like 300 or 400 to the winner, more than the other guy. I can't remember exactly what second was, but I'm pretty sure it's.
But just the point of getting a recognition also being, you know, they're.
This is the first StraightPool challenge on a 10-footer ever, so that means a lot. I put in my $100. I didn't want to do any more besides that. I mean, I could have.
Right.
I played in a couple of the tournaments here. I didn't have a lot of extra time, and I just felt that if I did it and I got in, my confidence just wasn't there because I kept leaving myself long shots where I had to stretch.
Right.
I could make the shot, but I just wasn't committed to stretching, you know, staying on the table, make sure I make the shot and come up. So I jumped up a couple times, got my position, but I missed the ball. So I'm sitting there like, well, I don't understand all these angles yet. So I just took my sacrifice for the $100 and just enjoy watching these guys.
That's right.
And then, like you're saying, just pick up something, and the next time I'll give it another try.
Yeah.
I heard that a couple guys spent like $600. They tried like 6 times.
I think I think some of them guys think they can get up here and run out on it like they do a 9-footer.
Right.
It's not quite that easy, you know.
I was one of those guys.
Right. I mean, just you know, that extra 1.5 foot actually is what you're getting by playing on this.
Now, the first day I got here, I played pretty good 10-ball with my buddy. I was practicing up on the other side on the 10-foot tables. I felt good about that because it's mainly cue ball control, or angles.
Right.
But here with the break balls and the breakouts and all that stuff, it just changed everything with my mentality. But I'm going to be going home, and I'm going to guarantee I run 100 when I get home after playing on this table.
Right. You're going to feel like you're playing on a bar table.
I'm going to be on the 9-footer.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's a piece of cake.
Well,
this is it.
Yeah, looks like we got a heck of a semifinal here with Mr. Max Eberle in control, most definitely.
This is like a perfect break shot.
Oh, yeah. And, boy, Sean, again, you just got to know Neil is just over there, just absolutely.
I can't imagine what he's thinking right now. Frozen on the ball would be the only thing. I'd be like, wow.
And he, you know, he's really played so well on these tables this year. It's just for him to make.
I'm sure he's probably tired too. I heard he played for. I can't remember what it was. He played almost all day yesterday with the 9-ball, the StraightPool, the 10-ball.
Right.
He just had match after match after match. I'm not saying that, you know, caused him to freeze on the ball, but, you know, in the end, we're all human beings.
That's
you know,
right. We all get tired. You need your rest.
Yeah, if you don't eat properly, you can't. I'm sure he does. Of course he does. But just on that shot, a little bit more energy might have made sure he didn't get frozen on the ball. See, now Max, he didn't reset his feet here. He just jumped up, and he's going to follow it. Yeah, there you go. I like that he got up and reset his feet.
Yeah, me too. You know, I felt like you did there, Sean. He didn't. Once he just popped up there and got back down, I noticed even for myself, I can't do that. It's better just to get up and reset yourself and recommit to the shot.
Right.
So.
And as Jeff's saying, for any amateurs out there, why that's so important is, say you get down and you're aiming low right, and you're lined up for that with your feet. Now you change to low left. Well, your foot is lined up for low right. So there's going to be an angle displacement there somewhere. And the odds of you missing the shot are very high. I think he's following this ball.
Well,
he needs a shot on the 14.
I believe he's,
wow.
I believe he might be all right here, Sean. If he definitely cuts this in, you know, he don't need but these, just these 4 balls, needs 4 more after he makes this.
Now the angle he has, he's got to watch that he don't hit the stripe that's right above the 5.
Right. You know.
Because if the 3 ball don't go, I like spinning it and trying to go in between the stripe and the 5.
Right.
As you come back up, you'll have the 3, the 5. Man. If you go too far, you'll have the 3 also.
Yeah. Leaves you.
There's like actually a small window here. He could get in trouble. Or he can use inside and come towards the 3.
Right.
That's probably the correct shot. That's what he did. There you go.
Well,
and that should be all she wrote.
Oh.
That's 2, and he needs these 4 down here on the bottom row.
Boy, it went from Niels licking his chops at one time to he's got to really just be disappointed here.
Well, shoot the 2, stun it out, come above the 3. Or you can even shoot the 5 ball next if you had to. And that's it. 3-5-9. That's going to be it, guys. Wow.
What a comeback. Looks like Max is getting ready to move himself into the finals with a straight pool.
He definitely took advantage of the small mistake by Niels, and he's going to be moving on to the finals to play Dennis O'Cullough. Well, I definitely enjoyed it, being in the booth with you, Jeff.
Hey, I enjoyed it too, Sean. We'll most definitely have to get together and do this again sometime.
Yeah, anytime, like I said, when I got free time at tournaments and they especially got something new, like straight pool on a 10-footer.
Right.
I enjoy getting in the booth. I'd like to say thank you to Inside Pool Mag and all the sponsors out there that are involved in straight pool and the Derby City Classic. And me and Jeff will be signing out.
You got it.
Had to do it, right? Well, that won the game for me, didn't it? Oh, yeah. I ran out. I was This one either goes or it doesn't, but it's not going to be my fault. You know? I didn't want to bet on my. I missed too many tough ones already. You know what I mean? Stop where? Oh yeah, I could have kept going. I didn't run. Yeah, because we're only going to 100.
Oh, you're only going to?
Yeah. So, but if you're running 50 when you win, you keep going and try to run that 100, 118 to break the high run.
Yeah.
But I wasn't on 50.